Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my videos. As you can see today, I'm not at the allotment today, I'm out in my garden, and as you can see my garden's been a bit neglected since I got this allotment, which is partly my fault, and then because we're having a lot of rain and different weathers, I haven't had, every time I come to go out here to do something it starts raining. When I go to the allotment, I know I can go there a certain time early in the morning and come back. But when it's my garden, because everyone works from home and that, then they're in the way. Then when you want to do something, you've got to be in and out, and you can't get to do that. So I've got this opportunity today. As you can see, my garden looks like a jungle again. This grapevine, what I keep chopping down every year, seems to taken over. So mostly what you see over here is this grapevine, and it grows at that's how far over it's come. If you lift it up and take that out, then you know everything's cleared. Got some tomatoes here, what you saw when I planted those. They're just getting little tomatoes on them now. These are a mixture of cherry tomatoes. I've got some lettuce there, what I need to take out. My cameraman's coming around. I've got some lettuce there, what I need to take out, and then I've got that tub to use. And because we're having a lot of rain, that's my other tomatoes what I planted over that side. I didn't manage to get to plant up the other end, so the weeds, they're just easy to pull out anyway. And I've got my onions and shallots to take out. You see my sweet potatoes, what I've got here, they're running well. And then when I just come out now, I notice over here where I put the bulbs what were meant to be, where I got my slips. I see another one growing out the side. So I don't know if that'll come to anything, but for next year now, this garden I'll be on top of it, because all these tubs and everything, I'm just going to take them down allotment, so I've got more space in my garden to use and do what I want to do. So I've still got some flowers. I've even had a chance to chop off the dead heads off of them, and even now the weather's looking like it's going to be raining soon. So what I've got here, I've got all these potato buckets. You saw when I planted them, I think it was March, and some of them are still green and flowering, and I've got a couple what I want to, the ones what's got the stems what's looking rotten and that, I'm going to empty these ones out. So I'm just cutting off these, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, so my daughter usually likes helping me with this, but she's at work at the moment, but I want to get some of these off, so Snell. Just making sure no more ain't on here. Right, so this is the first one. You can see, I can't see no potatoes on there, but there they are there. So, as I was saying, these potatoes have been neglected a bit. The only watering they've got is mostly from the rain, so the last lot of potatoes what I got from the allotment, believe it or not, there was 9 kilos in there. Those was the one planted into the ground. The thing is, there's a few in here. This is how I like my potatoes, small like this. So all this dirt now and everything, I'll take down. It's going back down the allotment, and then it's going to be reused for something else. So that's the seed potato well rotten out. So can't remember how many potatoes. I know the ones at the back I double rowed those ones. These ones were the single row potatoes. I think I put that's the seed thing. I think I put can't remember if it was 3 or 4 potatoes in there. So even these little small ones, I'll get these off, because if you leave them on there, they'll come back next year in something else. If you're reusing the dirt. So I haven't cut this video because I want you to see everything. Right, so I'm happy with what I've seen so far. You know me already, because usually when I plant potatoes I don't get anything. There's another seed potato, so that was 2. So that was two. So that's the first bucket. Another one here. Right, so let's get this dirt put back in. Just checking if there's any more in there. So that's the first bucket. So what we're going to do, we're going to get that back in there, and I'm going to see if I can get the scales and weigh how much this what's come out the first bucket anyway. Some nice, I think these are Charlottes. So that's what come out the first bucket. 3 seed potatoes. So putting this back in there. Right, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so this is the second bucket. This was the ones where I put a lot of potatoes went in there. About 12 or so little tiny ones. These were the ones what were left over, what they found in the cupboard outside where I put them last time, the one what didn't get used. So they was already starting to chip, so I put them in there. I planted some at the allotment and I gave some away. And so I'm gonna see what's in here, because remember a lot of potatoes went in here. So this was like a mixture of all different potatoes. You can see how I've never seen potatoes do that. Look at this. I'll show you in a minute. Look at this. Never seen that before. This was a mixture of red and whites. What the variety? These were Desirées. I don't know if they were starting to come back again. But like I said, I didn't water, I think I only watered these about 3 times throughout the whole of their growing period, which I know I planted them in March, I think. Next year what I have to do, I have to get a diary and write down the dates of when I planted stuff, and once I do that, then I know what period of time I've given them to grow. But these were definitely planted in March when I came back, and I can see they're big potatoes in here, being very neglected. The amount of rain what we've had, I was expecting this dirt to be very wet. But all these thick stems are really surprising me. See, you've got some nice potatoes, no holes in them or anything like what you get at when you, like some of the ones at the allotment had holes in them. I only planted 2 rows at the allotment just to see what it was like. But like my back doesn't like the digging, so next year all these buckets are going down the allotment, and whatever I get, I'll get. I just got the, look at this, I don't know if they, look, they're all stranded again and they're all still alive. Whatever I get down there, then I know. So, the dirt is surprisingly dry, which is surprising me because I thought it would have been really wet, but it's really, the dirt is so dry. The rain what we've been having, when I tell you we've been having rain, hailstones, stones in July. So I didn't get a chance to come out and water. So I said I'll just leave them and see, because I know a lot of people say they just leave their potatoes and that's it. Some of them say they don't even put no water in when they plant them. So the main thing is I've got potatoes, so I hope you're all doing well. And I'd like to thank all those subscribers who's coming on board now. That one's gone. All those subscribers what's coming on board, thanks for that. But the only thing what we're trying to do is build up the watch times. A lot of people are leaving comments in the comment section. If you notice, we do get back to you on them. We don't just keep you hanging. Right, so that's the second bucket. I see a couple of little ones gone in there, but they would have to stay. Right, so I'll get another bucket, then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, everyone, so this is what came out of 2 buckets. It's less than what you get at the, what I would say, from just from two what is it, 30-litre tubs. This is another 30-litre tubs. Didn't see no greenery on this one, so I'm not sure if there's anything in this because this one was smothered. Oh yeah, so now this is what I was expecting, the wet dirt, and then there's just a few little small ones in here, well mostly small ones in here. So this is the dirt what I was expecting. You see the dirt is very wet. This is what I was expecting of all the tubs would be, because the amount of rain we've had, sorry about me sniffling because I've still got a bit of the remnants of the cold which is starting to go now, but yeah, this dirt is what I was expecting them to be like. So there's little tiny ones in here. I don't know if that's because the tub was underneath, all the rest was growing over it. But this is where I would have loved my daughter's help now. But I'm gonna, I'll put them in the wrong thing, ain't I? You lot could have told me that I was chucking them in the wrong thing. Alright, so there's all in between the mud everywhere. These ones are just little ones, so I'll take that because this is how I like my potatoes, when they're like small. See, they're just little small ones. So I'm going to do this one and I'll come back to you. Right everybody, so this is from 3 30-litre buckets. That's the amount of potatoes what I got out of there. Right, now this bucket what I'm going to do now is one of the double row ones, which is a 40-litre buckets. I put in, I think it was 5 or 6 potatoes at the bottom. Then I put in more compost on top of that. I put in another row of 5 and then filled it up to the top. So this is one of them buckets what's from there. So I'm just gonna empty one of these. It's starting to dew a bit and I don't want to get wet or anything, so aggravate this cold any more than I need to. See potatoes at the top and everywhere. So I'm gonna empty this one out and see what if it was worth putting extra potatoes in. Can see a lot of potatoes at the side and everywhere. My back's already started. So I'm just taking a little break. Right, let's see. Again, the dirt is dry in here. There's a seed potato, don't know, I think the ones at the bottom looks like they're rotted out, because I don't see no potatoes at the bottom. So this is about the middle bit, and that's where the potatoes are. These are mostly, well, these was a mixture of potatoes, so they're all looking the same to me, like Charlotte's. There's one of the roots. So planting in double rows to me. You'd expect this to be filled with potatoes, but the thing is they're clean, that's the thing. I think that it's all because the dirt is dry. Putting one in there. Don't know how that one got in there. That would have grown back next year. So if you leave, so I think I can see like a lot of where the potatoes should have been, like a lot of little small ones and that, but they're coming out clean, which is the main thing. See, a lot of potatoes was in there, so you'd expect a lot more potatoes than this, but the main thing is there's potatoes in there. This cold is just going to my head now. I don't want to get a headache from it neither. So you can see there's some nice potatoes in there. I've still got about another, how many buckets is down there? Another 4, 5 buckets, but I'm not doing all of them today, because as you can see these ones are really green, still flowering. But these ones, I'm surprised that the compost is so dry on them, because the rain what we've been having is hailstones. So you can see there's potatoes in there. So how many buckets have I done now? 4, 3 30-litre buckets, and this is the first 40-litre bucket. So to me so far it looks like planting in the ground, you get more potatoes. Because like I said, these was a mixture of potatoes, but they're all looking the same to me there. Just a few red potatoes, which are more firmer potato, the Desirées. So that's one seed potato there. That's the only one I've seen. Of this. So planting in double rows, is it worth it? No. I wouldn't do that again. I'll just do what I usually do, and then, because you're not getting any more potatoes than what I think you would be getting out of a bucket. So so I'm gonna just finish off this one, then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everyone, this is another 30 litre bucket, because this one the soil's wet in there. So done, this is going to be the 5th bucket. Yeah, this is going to be the fourth 30 litre bucket, and we've done one 40 litre bucket, and this is the potatoes what we got out of it, which I think compared to putting them in the ground, I think you get more potatoes out of. So the dirt in this one is wet as well, so some of the buckets were holding their moisture. So I want to see how. I know I got 9.2 kilos from the allotment, and that was just from 2 rows of potatoes. So this doesn't look even half of what we got from the allotment, and that's from growing them in containers. But it's all good that we actually got some potatoes. Given the weather that we've had, they've been very neglected, they haven't been watered or anything, and you can see that there's still moisture in the soil. What I'll have to do is leave those other ones for those other 3 buckets what I've got left for the weekend. See if my daughter wants to do them, she can do them for me. Or maybe I'll do them over the next couple of days. I'll get those out. Give this garden a bit of a tidy up as well while I'm at it. So there's not a lot in there. There's potatoes, but there's not as much as you would have liked to see. So my back's killing me at the moment. So just turning over this soil, and I can't see that many more in there. Right. So this is potatoes what I've got from it. Not nice potatoes, but not as many as I was hoping for. The 2 rows at the allotment gave you more, but the digging killed my back. My back's killing now. So that's the results of what is it, 4 30 litre buckets and 1 40 litre buckets. That's the results, what's left. So what I'm going to try and do, see if I can get the scales and weigh this and let you know how much we got from that. So if you're liking our videos, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. If you want to leave any comments, you can leave comments in the comment section. Where today's the 1st of August today. So this is how long they've been growing out here for. The ones at the allotment are already done. I've got 1 bucket at the allotment, which was my daughter's one. When she comes down, she can harvest that one and see if there's anything in there. But this is the results. We got potatoes. We're not great potato eaters. I think we only eat potatoes once a week, if that. And I like the little small ones with a roast. You put them in the oven with some butter and that, and little herbs on that, and they're really nice, the small ones, so that's what I use them for. So what I'm going to do, see if I get the scales, weigh these and let you know the weight, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so I'm in my kitchen now and I've got a scales. It's not the ideal scales, but it can just weigh, we'll get a rough idea. So already this is not looking as much as the allotment, so that much is a pound. They won't all fit on there, but I can get a rough idea. Compared to the allotment, it's gone to £2 there, so that's 1 kilo. So I think planting them at the allotment in the ground, now that's why everyone plants them in the ground, but you only can do that if you've got a good strong back to do that. It's gone to £3 already. So I'm just going to put these somewhere when I finish, put them somewhere to dry out. So that we've got potatoes here. And I've still got some more buckets outside to do, 3 more. Right, so that's gone to £5 already. So that's about, £5 is about 2 kilos, isn't it? Was it £2 to a kilo? So £6 would be 3 kilos. So that's £6 exactly there. So that's 3 kilos there, exactly. And then there's about another. Hold on. Right. So if £6, 3 kilos, or is it over 3 kilos? I can't even remember. My cameraman just resetting this. So I don't know what he set it to. Is that kilos? Or is that grams? Sorry about that. Is that kilos?
Grams.
I don't want it on grams, I want it on kilos.
I don't do kilos, just grams.
Well, I don't know what grams is to kilos, so you're
1,000 grams in a kilo. So that's 2.7 kilos.
So let's get this to 3 kilos and then see what's left in the tub.
Yeah, that's 3 kilos.
So that's 3 kilos. There's about another. Hold on, let me get a bag just to make sure. Be back with you in a minute. Right, so that was 3 kilos in that bag. So I'm just gonna, these are just like all the little tiddler ones and that. So that's another kilo there. These are just like the little ones now, ain't really got much weight to them. just wanted you to see how much we got. All the dirt is in here as well, which I need to get out as well. So that's about about 1.6 kilos, I would say. One and that's gone up to, right, that's gone over the 6, so just a few little tiddlers in here now. So what's that in total? 3.5. Is that 3? No, that's 3 in there. So what's that? 4. About 4.5 kilos of potatoes is what we got out of it. Out of them buckets what we done today. So that's my second harvest. The first harvest was at the allotment, digging them up. We got 9.2 kilos from that, and then this one is four. Just call it 4.5 because it's 6. This is 1,649. So just call that a half, another half. So that's 4.5 kilos. Which planting them in the ground might be better doing them in the ground, but it's only if you can got the strength to dig it up. So as I said, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell another friend. And if you want to leave a comment in the comment section. We do get back to you then. Thanks for watching this potato reveal, and I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you.